K-pop Demon Hunters is a stylish animated adventure that blends dazzling pop idol culture with supernatural thrills. The story centers on a globally famous K-pop girl group called Huntrix, Rumi, Gwi Ma, and Juni, who live a double life as demon slayers. With choreography as powerful as combat and music as magical as spells, the trio battles ancient evil while navigating the glitzy, high-stakes world of fame. The film crescendos to a wild finale where fame, friendship, and fierce battles collide. Let's unravel the high-energy, emotional, and symbolic ending. Dual lives and a battle for the industry. K-pop Demon Hunters is a dynamic animated fantasy where idol culture meets supernatural warfare. It follows the fierce girl group Huntrix, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, as they juggle their double lives. Glittering pop idols by day, lethal demon hunters by night. In its climactic final act, the movie blends high-octane performances with deep emotional arcs, leading to a battle not only against a literal demon king, but also against personal demons, identity struggles, and the dark side of fan obsession. The final showdown with Gwi Ma. The climax sees Huntrix facing Gwi Ma, a powerful demon king who secretly manipulates the K-pop industry. His method? Using his possessed boy band, the Saja Boys, to absorb the spiritual energy of fans through their obsessive devotion. These fans, unknowingly feeding Gwi Ma's hunger for souls, become pawns in his plan to open a gateway to the underworld. In a high-stakes battle, Huntrix must dismantle Gwi Ma's influence while liberating the Saja Boys, especially their tormented leader, Juni. This final act is both epic and emotional, filled with swirling visuals, spectral energy, and a concert that doubles as an exorcism. The confrontation unfolds in a visually stunning sequence where music, choreography, and supernatural combat collide, turning the stage into a battleground for the soul of the industry. Rumi's crisis and redemption. A major emotional pillar of the film's ending is Rumi's personal journey. Throughout the film, Rumi hides a secret. She's half demon. Her father was a demon, her mother a hunter, making her an anomaly within both worlds. Her glowing demonic markings symbolize shame and fear as she tries desperately to suppress her darker side, believing it's something to be hidden. But in the final battle, she comes to a revelation. Her strength lies in embracing her full identity, not rejecting half of it. By accepting her heritage, she gains full control over her powers and helps activate the Golden Honmoon, a protective spiritual force rooted in unity and emotional truth. This moment is both a character climax and a thematic message. Real power comes from self-acceptance, not denial. Transformation of the Saja Boys. The Saja Boys, who were manipulated by Gwi Ma into becoming tools of demonic influence, represent the dangers of fame without purpose. At the center is Juni, whose backstory reveals the cost of ambition. He once traded his soul and even sacrificed his family in exchange for stardom. Once a symbol of corrupted idolization, Juni ultimately breaks free. In a poignant twist, he turns against Gwi Ma, sacrificing himself to weaken the Demon King and allow the Golden Honmoon to activate. His redemption arc is tragic yet powerful, reminding us that even the fallen can rise if they choose the right path. His death isn't just heroic, it's cathartic, breaking the cycle of manipulation that plagued the fandom. The battle across realms. As the battle between Huntrix and Gwi Ma reaches its peak, the boundaries between reality and the supernatural begin to collapse. Fans begin transforming into rafflings under the demon spell. But Huntrix's final performance, powered by sincerity and connection, creates a feedback loop of healing energy. The concert becomes a magical ritual where lyrics channel spiritual force, beats become battle cries, and dance synchronizes with energy flows. The activation of the Golden Honmoon, a shimmering force field created through music and unity, banishes Gwi Ma and his army back to the underworld. But this one doesn't come without cost. Juni perishes, and Rumi's powers, though controlled, remain a mystery. The fight ends not with violence, but with harmony, a brilliant metaphor for the healing potential of music. Aftermath, unity over ego. With the Demon King sealed away, the world returns to normal, or at least on the surface. Huntrix regains its popularity, held not just as icons, but as heroes. Yet beneath the glittering return, personal stakes remain. Rumi's demonic markings fade, but questions linger. Are her powers gone, or simply dormant? Will the world ever accept her if they discover her lineage? The public still doesn't know the truth, leaving open the thread of future fallout. Meanwhile, the surviving Saja boys are left directionless, their careers uncertain without Gwi Ma's influence. Could they be redeemed? The film doesn't say, but the open-ended conclusion suggests that healing is possible, and not everyone is beyond saving. Symbolism and themes in the ending. K-pop Demon Hunters might be fantasy on the surface, but its themes run deep. Gwi Ma equals exploitation of fan culture. He's a stand-in for how corporate and exploitative structures can drain fans' energy and devotion for selfish gain. Saja Boys equals idolization gone wrong. A metaphor for what happens when fans worship personas, not people, losing themselves in obsession rather than connection. Rumi's demonic heritage equals identity struggles. Her journey is a metaphor for anyone caught between two worlds, be it race, gender identity, queerness, or mixed cultural background. Her arc encourages viewers to stop hiding and start embracing every part of themselves. Golden Honmoon equals power of authenticity. It activates only when idols are genuinely connected to each other and their fans. It's not about performance. It's about vulnerability and unity. These layers give the flashy finale emotional weight and social relevance. Conclusion. K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't just end with a demon's defeat. It ends with redemption, transformation, and self-love. The Golden Honmoon's creation is both a magical and metaphorical achievement, symbolizing healing through unity. Juni's death proves that even those who fall can find redemption, while Rumi's acceptance of her dual nature empowers not just herself, but everyone watching. Visually, musically, and emotionally, the ending sticks its landing. It gives enough closure to feel satisfying, but leaves just enough mystery to build intrigue for a sequel. The possibilities for future entries are exciting. Will Rumi's demonic bloodline return as a threat? Will the Saja boys rise again as allies? What secrets does Celine still hold? One thing is certain, K-pop Demon Hunters ends on a high note. Not just because the villain is defeated, but because its characters are transformed, its themes land powerfully, and it celebrates something real behind the fantasy. The power of truth, unity, and the music that brings people together heat in.